Why, hello there. And hey everyone, JSD Cool here. And welcome to another Cool Craft live stream. And hello once again. We are, surprisingly back for more road building stuff. This time on a Sunday. Mostly because I couldn't be bothered to actually do any programming for anything today. Now, unlike the previous streams where we've actually been building roads, today we are actually going to be, doing a lot of excavating. As the roads that go this way, they kind of need to be dug out. We'll start with this one here, which has not been dug out yet. So I guess we could just get straight in to that. Let's start digging out the sidewalk. That's kind of weird. Anyhow, guess get stuck with... Alright, there we go. We're breaking ground, guys. Let's go. So, not much has happened in the past couple of days to talk about. Wait, here's a zombie around here. Probably in this cave. But yeah, actually, something I guess that I probably... would I have been able to talk about this on Friday? Oh, I do not remember. Anyhow, whether or not, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Anyhow, GTA 6 trailer drops on, Tuesday, interestingly, at the time that my alarm is scheduled to wake me up as well. So that's convenient. I gotta find that. Yeah, that's only a couple days away for a game that's gonna come out, probably over a year from now, so. But hey, I guess it'll keep the community happy for now. But yeah, that's exciting stuff. Let's see, anything else happened in the last little while? Well, no, because honestly yesterday was quite a boring day for me. At least because, I don't know, I got up quite late. That was nice. I don't know, didn't really do too much. Well, okay, I did work for the episode for next week. I mean, this week's episode is out. No one has watched it yet. Sad. But hey, when you get a chance, go watch this week's episode. It's out. It's a pretty cool thing. I could show that, but I'm doing stuff around. I don't want to spoil next week's episode. It's also going to be a pain for the next live stream because it's quite obvious and noticeable what I'm doing, and it's right next to the base. So I got to make sure not to go back to the base in this live stream, or the live streams I do until 1 week from today, and hopefully the episode releases. I don't know. Actually, it also actually depends on how much time I have to do stuff this week, because I mean I've gotten a surprising amount done on the weekend before stuff has even started. Actually, let's bring the schematic up here. For the area. Yes, this is... Ooh, we did some massive terraforming stuff in the schematic. Yeah, we have to go further out this way. Oh no. Oh no. I also noticed recently, my hair is getting quite long. It's been a while since I've had a haircut, and I don't know when exactly I will get a haircut. It's probably going to be around Christmas, though. Or heck, maybe it'll just be, like, literally... Ah! Skeleton! Ah! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! Oh, I had the tone. I guess it's not that bad. The schematic makes things worse, though. Anyway, yeah, haircut. Gonna probably get one of those eventually. It'll most likely end up being... fairly close to Christmas, as I was saying, because that's typically the haircut-y time. Oh. As if on cue, my mom has suddenly started to text me here. Text with a tap. Save time texting with smartphone. Shut up, Google. You don't get group text. Are you... Yeah. So on my phone, I think I talked about this last time on Friday, but my phone has a really weird issue right now where I'm not getting RCS messages. SMS and MMS appear to be working fine, but RCS specifically is not working at all, which is so weird. Just text that back. And like, I contacted Google support about this because, you know, it's Google Messages and whatnot that I'm using. And they couldn't fix it or anything, so they've escalated my issue, and I haven't heard anything in like a week now. I should check my spam, but I'm pretty sure it's something from Google, so it probably wouldn't land in spam. I should still check it though. But yeah, I have not been able to get proper RCS message, which I only found out when apparently my dad was trying to text me and my brother. I wasn't getting anything, and my brother was. And actually, I wanted to try to message my parents as well because I needed to ask them about something. It was a whole hassle. I ended up just calling my parents about that. Anyhow, that's too much personal information. Let's not go there. That's also quite boring information. But yeah, that's a fun one. Actually, one of the support agents was trying to have me like sync my messages or something, and that wasn't working for what appeared on the screen, at least from the phone, saying permission, or no, it wasn't. It just said something went wrong, try again later. Basically the most cryptic error message that you could possibly get out of your phone. And it wasn't even like it went to a screen that said that. There's just like the little bubble that pops up at the bottom of your screen for a second, said something went wrong, try again later, and then it just disappears. Completely unhelpful, especially when there's, you know, the phone rep or whatever. I think I ended up doing something then that needed my phone to restart, and I couldn't get back in touch with the rep. Because the way I did it was weird. I went through the app to like support. I went through text support, or, you know, messaging support, right, whatever. And yeah, when I restarted the phone, that was gone, obviously, and I couldn't get back there on my phone. I ended up going to the website, and then on the website there was and the website just popped the chat right open. It was like, oh, okay, cool, that works. But yeah, that was tad good. But anyway, so I decided to, while I was waiting for things to happen on the support end, I decided to plug my phone into, well, it was at the time my laptop, because, you know, traveling, Thanksgiving, whatever, and look at the logs or look at the phone's logs, because on Android, you could just look at the phone's logs at any point in time on a computer. Can you do that on mobile? There is probably an app out there that lets you look at your phone's logs on your phone, but I don't have it. So I was on a computer, I looked at it, and when I pressed the button to do the thing, you know, it loaded for a second, and then it, you know, got the failure message, but it also printed out a big ol' stack trace to the logs. Now, the thing about the stack trace is it was mostly obfuscated garbage that was completely unhelpful to me, but the few little actual like bits where it says what the exception that happened is, because this is Java after all, did give me clues saying permission denied, and first of all, permission denied, and the second one was like an error, was saying error communicating with the carrier service, permission denied. I don't think I actually ended up relaying that information to support for whatever reason, but it's definitely an interesting thing to happen. But yeah, text or RCS messages still have not been restored, which is always fun. So yeah, and then I have that other issue with my laptop where for some reason the audio drivers don't work properly for some reason. I don't know, they were working for a while, and then I think I might have updated the graphics drivers as the graphics was doing something really weird and screwy. Where it was just rapidly, and sometimes it would just disappear after a while. It was rapidly flashing the black frames in between actual frames on the screen, which was very annoying. After updating the graphics driver, that went away, but then now I have audio problems, and I don't know what to do about it. Because this wasn't an issue before all my SSD problems happened. Anyway. Whew. Wait, isn't I supposed to be... No, I did remove that. Oh, hey, a zombie. We should remove all this stone here before I go punching out all the grass, just to be a little bit more efficient here. Let's put some gravel here, but that's the same tool as the grass. Bum 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 ba 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 ba. Yeah, the stone patterns here are really weird. All right. You know, it's not every day that I actually have headphones on while playing Minecraft and get to hear all the... Yeah, there's a car in the parking lot there. The various textures of the sounds in my ears directly. Which I guess... Well, yeah, it's mostly just because... Well, I mean, the reason for that is just because I don't wear headphones normally when playing. I only wear headphones in the stream because otherwise there will be, well, annoying audio feedback issues, which is not the best, especially when doing a live stream. And also, if I were to start talking to anybody on Discord or anything during the stream, that would have a much more annoying feedback, especially in this setup of an environment. Back at home, I don't really have those sorts of audio issues when talking to people. Like, sometimes there's a little bit of, like, reverb and stuff, but it's not nearly as bad as is here in this echoey-ass room. I mean, the green screen behind me is probably helping a bit, but, like... Actually, wait, no. The first episode of this season, actually, no, I had real annoying issues with audio when multiple people were talking at the beginning, or other people were talking at the beginning. So I'm like, okay, if I can help it, in future multi-person interactions and videos, I will try to have headphones on. Try is the key word there. Because I think I just immediately forgot about that idea. Wow, that's some lighting over there. Minecraft has good lighting, guys. I don't entirely understand it sometimes. Bum, bum, bum. Blowing my nose, turning off the camera. Wonder. I don't know what I'm wondering about, but, you know, wonder about stuff. So, actually, along with that, you know, news about the GTA 6 trailer dropping, or the first trailer dropping on Tuesday, you know, there's also been like rumors circulating that they're only going to release it for console. Those are, I mean, okay, realistically, they're not going to only release it on consoles. But I would not be entirely surprised if they released it first on consoles, and then a while later released it on PC, the definitively better platform for playing any video game. So, which I think that it would absolutely be a stupid idea. A lot of people play on PC and are definitely going to want the game, and it's definitely going to be a lost sales opportunity for them, or maybe they want to spread the sales out a little bit more. What I think should be done to make sure, to try to... Oh, I forgot. The camera's off. Oop, yeah, okay. Something I think should be done to try and make them reconsider their ideas of only releasing on console, or preferring console in particular, is, all of the PC gamers, we should buy up a bunch of Take-Two's, the parent company Rockstar Games is, stock, because they are a public company. And then if it doesn't release on PC at the same time as console, we all sell and tank the stock price, which would definitely get their attention and let them know that, hey, us PC gamers should be taken seriously. Because public companies hate for the stock price to decrease. And the shareholders that actually get dividends also hate when the stock price decreases. And while ordinarily you would think that the launch of GTA 6 would generally increase their stock price, and let's be real, it will definitely increase their stock price. Like, big anticipated game releases, a lot of people buy it, stock price goes up. If it's terrible, stock price then starts to decline, but that's that. But if it didn't go up, or started to go up a little bit, and then suddenly nosedived, that would send a very strong message that, hey, you fucked up. 20 minutes in, I think I could say that. Let's see. What are we mining out next? I think we go this way. This seems like it has a lot less material to remove, so we're going this way. Oh, that. Look, what is this? Oh, it's one of those. Okay. Continuing on. Yes, we go back here. Yeah. I cannot think of anything to talk about right now. It's fun because, like, ooh, that's the whole point of doing this live streaming stuff is, talk about shit or whatever. This red, might as well mine this stuff out as well because, looks like it's needing to be removed. For one reason or another, and then this stuff here is probably just the schematic designed in a hefty removal of the terrain for, well, buildings that are supposed to go here. What buildings? Who knows? I gotta build shops eventually in this area to sell the various stuff like all the prisoners and maybe the bamboo that I... Oh, hey, it's a Tyler with a demon face. What? Is Tyler watching the stream right now? Blink twice if so. Wait, how am I gonna see that? Is there a blink emoji? If so, send that twice. Let's see. Move the headphones around. Oh. A little bit surprised by the fact that slabs were actually put in there. Tyler has yet to respond to my probe for what the heck that why can't I speak? That demon emoji was about. Unless he's just trying to test emojis again. Which could be the case. more sleep. Seems to become night so quickly. Oop, you can hear the stone factory going. Replenishing that stone there from consumption. I hope the chunk loader around here is still working, because I've had to fix the farms inside of there a couple times. Or the bone meal generators inside there a couple times. Like, I noted in today's episode, I think, at one point. I was like, yeah, I found one of them was broken. Only one, though. And it wasn't that bad to fix, because I made it to the bottom part can't really break. Only the top part can break, which is much easier to fix, because it's, well, the top. Let's go to the other side of the street. And start digging out this one. Oh, that's a... Whoa, why is this stone here so close to the surface? That doesn't seem right. Unless that's a creeper hole that I was digging through, which could be the case. Yeah, no, he hasn't... Oh, now he sent another emoji. It said a king emoji. Hold up. Boo, boo, boo. Sorry, I'm trying to go around it. That's it. Oh, wow, that's a really weird emoji in Discord. Does not properly translate in Minecraft. Yeah, that looks so much different. What the heck? If I mess up with this. Japanese ogre. What the heck is a Japanese ogre? Anyhow. That's kind of weird. Oh, this is an intersection here. Okay, well, keep going through it. There we go. And now we just need to remove everything in between there. Oh, we'll, I guess, remove some of this stuff as well. Oh, well, there's another one of those. Okay, I guess that's in line, right? Actually, how much do we... I think we have one more road. Yeah, we have to go over one more road here to finish downtown. So there's a good... how much of this is not actually built yet? Pretty cool saying only one more road. So... yeah, it's like half, actually. Well, at least in this section. It's slightly more completed out that way. But yeah, it's like half of it hasn't been actually built yet. So we still have a lot more to do. And I didn't flatten this section because we didn't entirely flatten this in the schematic. There was actually some terrain and personality left here for some reason. I have zero clue what that reason is, but there was a reason for it. I don't know why I keep looking at the players online. I doubt Tyler is going to join. I don't even know if he's watching the stream right now. He might be. But he didn't do anything to confirm whether or not he was watching the stream. Besides, take 20 minutes to respond with the different emoji. And not even explain his first emoji. Like, why did he send that in the first place? It was completely random and out of the blue. Someone in the parking lot closing the door. That may or may not have come through on stream, and I have zero clue whether it did or didn't. That's gotta go. But I'll take care of this side first. Or this end of things first, even. Oh yeah, so here's something interesting, or at least vaguely interesting that I could talk about. So last night I was watching Saturday Night Live, as you do on Saturday nights, and what I'm specifically going to talk about here was not actually the show itself, it was like, on TV. So I saw, I was getting ads for a law firm. I mean, okay, they're all okay. I'm pretty sure this law firm has offices all across the state. I mean, back home I get ads for them. Here where I'm at, I get ads for them. They have law firms or they have offices, I guess, everywhere. I think I might even know people who works for this law firm, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyhow, besides that, they had like a lot of ads. Like, well, before midnight. Strangely, I think after midnight, I didn't see any ads for them, which is kind of weird. But I saw a lot of ads for them before that. And it was like the same 3 ads. There were multiple different variations of this ad, but like in one ad break, I see like 2 or 3 ads. Oh, and another one. Okay, I cannot even possibly determine what that is in Minecraft. Tyler, you mind actually sending something in English? Would you also mind coming on here and helping out? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't do that, but like, clearly. Oh, wow, wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy. So he is watching. Isn't he? Pretty weird way to say that, though. There's a big gap in between those letters. And with a box around it, circle. Actually, I don't even know what he was replying to with that. I said a few things that he could have been replying to. Was it the helping? Speak English? All of the above? Just because? I do not know the answer. And I know and based off how this conversation is so far going, he's probably not going to specify. So if he doesn't, I'm going to take that as no, I can blow up his base. See if that one elicits a reaction. Alright, this is making progress here, making progress. Let's actually move that, oh, and I turn on cinematic camera, okay. I wish it actually, like, somehow indicated to you that you changed the state of the, cinematic camera besides just your movement goes weird. Because, like, I don't know. It's otherwise not really known that I press the button that does that. And I gotta go repair this soon. This sheep has been stuck here since the beginning of the season, but will soon be on the ground because I'm removing this island. It's kind of not necessary. Oh, there's the durability warning. Or the first one, at least. I think there's like a few of them with diamond tools. Also, I think actually the way it works is it's just like a cooldown. Like, if you're using a tool which is below a certain amount of a certain percentage of durability, it will ding every cooldown time. And I don't know what that is, because I've never actually bothered looking into it. Man, this rock. Bye-bye. Oh, there's water down below. Well, let's... Wow. These are loud items. Oh, at least I'm hearing them splash into the water a lot because, you know, headphones or whatever. Anyhow, well, let's go repair this shovel. Bum 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 bum. Whoop. Bam. Bam. Through the portal. Just casually cruising at like 35 meters per second on the roof of hell itself. That is impressive. And then there's this thing. The video where I made this thing wasn't too particularly popular for some reason. Ladder. Yes, Tyler. This is a ladder. Can you spell ladder, Tyler? What about glass? Jeez, why are there so many of these? Why are there so many emojis for these random things? Can you say annoying ass minecart sound? Let me turn volume up. Ooh, there's a piglin here, so I could just assuming it doesn't have 1 health. Easiest aggro ever. And boop. And here's the villain. Good. I did start the stream a bit later than I was expecting to start today, mostly because I was doing some other stuff in Farming Simulator with Jared and he was taking forever to do stuff. But you know, that happens, I guess. And these streams aren't too critical anyway. Nothing interesting usually happens here. Apparently. I don't know. Whee. Ow. I hit my arm on the stupid chair. Turn sound back on. The ambient sounds do not appear to be entirely directional, as I was hearing an ambient sound in just one ear, no matter which direction I was facing. Which sounds a little bit weird, to be fair. It's also really jarring when there's like a song or something that's playing audio on only one specific channel in a section, and there's just no audio on the second channel. So you're just hearing everything on this one side, but nothing on the other side, which feels really weird. Even just any little bit of background audio, or significant background audio, I guess, on one side where all the lyrics are on the other side is better than just complete silence on one side. Oh, I hate flying by the bees when I have headphones on. Where Tyler seems to have been cursed by the curse of only speaking in emojis. Hourglass. Wait, what? Is that an hourglass or is that a guillotine? I have no idea which one it is. Because Minecraft's fonts are great in terms of their size. In terms of their readability for emojis. Actually, I have a lot of dirt and stuff, so I'm actually going to start covering over this area with grass where I can, because that'll help for later. Or that'll help with the master plan for this area. Which other people would sometimes contribute here. I mean, Jared Cole is planning some stuff. Whether or not he's actually going to do that, or he's going to follow through on plans, is always another story entirely. But I doubt Tyler's going to be a part of said plans. And Tyler, if you wanted to send random emojis, you could always do so in the live stream chat, which would, you know, increase the viewer engagement of the stream and, you know, do all that sort of stuff. as well as, you know, give the stream a like, and, you know, if for some reason you're not, hit the subscribe button, all that sort of fancy stuff. That would be appreciated, I guess. I've surprisingly, and probably from the live streams, actually gained a couple of subscribers recently. It's weird. I've heard some people saying, "Oh, live streaming on YouTube is terrible." I don't know. It seems to be working out for. Oh, why I would use the live if I can make you guess it on Discord. Well, you just talked in English instead of emoji, sir. Thank you. Should have said that entirely in emojis. Angry face. Sad face by the looks of things. Checking Discord would be far too complicated. Well, I suppose I could do so on my phone without really interrupting the stream too much. Just be a tad bit harder to actually monitor said stream. So, you know, I will do. Is that angry face with legs? That looks weird. Let's see. Oh, that's Frozen. How is that Frozen face? What the hell? Like, how is that supposed to be a Frozen face? Angry face with legs. ROFL, which is weirdly translated in Minecraft, and has to specify that with whatever the heck that's supposed to be beneath it. And once again, that was more than just emojis, Tyler. It did contain one, but it was more than just emojis. Alright, continuing... Wait, I'd say continuing this way, but there's no actual, ground that I have... Well, okay, there's some ground I have to excavate. We'll do that. It's just not as much, because it actually goes down to terrain height over here. Because, yeah, we thought that building up would be a tad bit too much effort. And I kind of agree, it would be too much effort over here. So you got these two other wrong. One that... It's Grimace? Okay. That was, Rage, you guessed sad face. Yeah, Minecraft... Oh yeah, I kind of see the eyebrows now. There's 2 pixels for the eyebrows there. Minecraft's not the best when it comes to emoji font. At least they have, like, Unicode character support built into the game now, without weird special fonts. That's... At least with that. So, you know, that's an improvement over what it was previously, but still. Yeah, Minecraft font isn't anything that good. Woo! Caves. Whew. Alright, let's see. Boop. Alright, once again, I am not entirely sure what I should be talking about right now. Alright, and that is stuff excavated over this side. Alright, that should be this entire length of the road excavated apart from where the actual road itself goes. But it's close enough. Oh wait, hang on. Nope, we gotta go one more block over here. Dang it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's a wandering trader nearby. Wandering Trader is one of the most annoying and useless additions they ever added to the game. Like, who wanted this? Like, I understand it was just like a thinly veiled attempt at copying everything from Tango Tech's Villager mod. But still, in that mod, the Wandering Trader equivalent, I think was the Wandering Merchant, real original, actually was useful. It actually had good trades for the player to actually help out. Wandering Traders are completely useless. They serve overpriced junk, and they... Where is this sad sack of trash here that I'm hearing? Well, there it is. Whoop, and I turned on the cinematic camera again. Look at this. One emerald for one gunpowder. At the point in the game where I have emeralds, one gunpowder is not worth one emerald. And the point of the game when I need gunpowder the most, I don't have enough emeralds to pay one emerald for one gunpowder. Depending on your situation, vines or slime balls, I don't know, that's very expensive for a slime ball. If you, for some reason, are unable to find a swamp or mangrove swamp, because apparently some people are just totally incapable of doing that, as judging by when they were revamping the whole villager system, I mean, if you don't have Silk Touch, I guess this is a good deal for a single block of coral. And seriously, a mushroom, an emerald for a mushroom. What are these prices? Useless, useless, useless. Get out of my sight. Anyhow. And they also updated the trades on the Wandering Trader to make them more useful, sorry. Wow. How could that have ever made it into the... Anyhow. It's also just like pillager patrols. Pillager patrols are kind of equally as annoying, except they have the unintended consequences of killing you, and if you kill them, you get caught in a raid. Someone put a zombie in a pumpkin here. In a minecart. Ow, ow, ow. Why? That guy has range. Anyhow, anyhow, as I was saying, I need to get some more rockets. Anyhow, now it's time to push back. Or push towards back. Oh, I need to make some more rockets soon. I should also organize my ender chest soon. Should also make a shulker farm soon, so I have shulker boxes with which to organize my ender chest. There's a lot of things I have to do soon. Oh, this goes up here. Wow, that's a lot of text! Wandering Traders are cool. They sell you okay, this is sarcasm. Wandering Traders are cool. They sell you so useful items that after you buy it one time, it's useless and you'll just waste your emerald. They are so good that they should make you pay for items that are so at low value. What? That are so at a low value. Okay. That's not like I can make a farm and not waste my emeralds. They make so good upgrades that they make me want them to leave more. What? Okay, Tyler, you're on my case about my spelling and stuff, and what the hell was that? See, he didn't even edit the thing in Discord. Like I said, it doesn't show up on the screen, but I'm just gonna. Bruh, that was trying to make a joke on them. They suck. I was just. Hold on, let me chat GPT this. Like, I got it that was sarcasm, but still, you didn't have to spell it bad. and also do weird grammatical stuff like so at for items that are so at a low value. Did you mean sold? That doesn't even make sense. Apparently ChatGPT is coming into this mix, so whoop-de-doo there. Anyhow, back to excavating the site for the roads. This goes back to here. Oop. Too far. Actually, fun fact about the roads and stuff that I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned on video, but these roads are actually chunk aligned, and so are the blocks. So each road is exactly 2 chunks, or these bigger roads at least are 2 chunks wide, and all the blocks are exactly 4 chunks by 4 chunks, at least in this area of the city. Yeah, which is useful for when you want to measure stuff out. Also means that if you want to build buildings, you can figure out quite easily how big they are, or whether or not the redstone farm inside of them will need to have more than 1 chunk loader or what. Like the bamboo farm, which needed 2 separate chunk loaders to load the entire thing. Yeah, hopefully that's not an issue. Alright, let's see. ChatGPT. Whoa! Oh, okay, this is written so like ChatGPT. No human actually speaks of this. Wow, it doesn't even fit in the normal chat window. I actually have to open chat. Oh, wandering traders are just the absolute best. I mean, who doesn't love spending all their hard-earned emeralds on items that are as useful as a screen door on a submarine? And those upgrades, oh boy, I've always dreamed of paying a premium for something I'd use once and then promptly forget about. They don't actually sell the armor trim upgrades, by the way, if that's what that's about. It's like they read my mind. Who needs a thriving village economy anyway? I'd much rather throw my emeralds to the abyss and hope for the best. Thank you, wandering traders, for gracing us with your presence and leaving us with a sense of deep regret and lighter wallet. You truly are using the unsung heroes of Minecraft. Using chat in. Using. They're using heroes. They're made of okay, I'm not going to continue with that. Thank you. Yes, I guess I tried. Oh, okay, thanks for spamming, Tyler. Get timed out by Discord. Ah! There's a cave down here! That's annoying. Let's, go down to this level here. Nope. Okay. Stupid. Gee, I do have some glowstone on me, so I can use that. There we go. Minecraft terrain can be very fun sometimes with how it decides to work. Yes, very, very fun. Oh yeah, there's like a giant ass cave here that we're building right over with the road. That's fun. to here is where we gotta go back to. And then after this, okay, well, we'll see. As yeah, the roads over this section are also, like, as I think I mentioned, like to follow the terrain. Skull emoji. Oh, he's back to this, is he? Alright. Okay, I thought that pig was a creeper for a second. I don't know why that made me jump. This grass block here. And then, stuff all the way over here. Oh, wow, okay, this goes pretty far back. Toilet paper, that's fun! What's that about? You have to poop or something, Tyler? Wow, okay, this is quite deep here. It's actually called roll of paper on Discord. Interesting. I guess they wanted to be slightly more polite. Whoa. Hang on. This looks a little bit man-made. Oh, no, this isn't man-made. Okay, this is the cave. It's like, hang on. This looks a tad bit man-made here. What, Tyler? That's the edge of the road. Oh, that's the median. Okay. Checkered flag. Now you're stuck in this hole, pig. Ah, there's where. Nope, that's not the. Okay, well. Oh, nope, that is the end. Okay. What? Hang on. That is the end. Okay, cool. No roads have been built past this point. Or have been. Well, okay, that's a lie. Roads have actually now been designed past this point, but not on this schematic. The schematic ends here. Well, no, it doesn't, but like, here it ends. Here, I guess. Snowflake VS16. We're getting those fancy modifiers back in there. VS16, VS16. Baby blowing on one of those party things that goes. Did I do a good impression of one of those? Maybe that wasn't a baby. Maybe that was just generally the party emoji. Baby. I don't know. That looks like a baby wearing a hat there. Is that just like the party emoji? Party face. Huh. Interesting. If I do colon partying face. Like that, Tyler? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, you did see that. Great. Monkey, I think. You're just sending random emojis at this point to see my reaction. Is that what's going on here? Is that a blind wolf? Or just a wolf? Really weird emoji for specifically a blind wolf. Huh. I don't know, look at that emoji, Tyler. Look at it on my screen. Look what this looks like. That looks like a blind wolf, no? It's just a wolf with a blindfold around where its eyes should be. It looks like a... Okay, I think you've been doing a little bit too much of that lately, Tyler. Dance belt, like, what? That was a frog! How was that a frog? Also...
The heck? That's a very detailed
mess by the looks of things. It just looks like a mess to me. It's probably something very specific. Or detailed. But in Minecraft, that just kind of looks like a mess. How? That's the Statue of Liberty? Okay, I guess I can kind of see it. But that's terrible. That's a terrible pixelation of that emoji. Oh, gosh. I could kind of see it, but if I didn't know what it was, I would have no idea. Okay, that's, the party thing. I don't know what it's actually called. It's like the party hat with confetti coming out of it. Just yet more on the collection of random ass emojis. Oh, liability. You said liability? Statue of liability? Okay, that sounds like a building in City Skylines. The Statue of Liability. Have like all the law offices in your city. Crying while laughing, open eyes, :ID. Is that a dog with very droopy ears by the looks of things? Alright. Whew. Yeah? Sounds about right. Looks about right, sounds about right. Very abstract, but yeah. Lion face. Yeah, I don't really see a lion in that too much. Like, Tyler, stop questioning my decisions. You can see it when it pops up on stream. This is being streamed in glorious 1080p. Crab. Mr. Krabs! What the? Okay, that looks like a pie and 2 vertical lines. Although I'm not entirely sure if that's even a pie. Maybe that's a CD or something, I don't know. Or just a circle. Maybe it's a pizza? A pizza putting its hands in the air? Pizza signaling for help? It's being assaulted by, I don't know. Let's see, an Italian person? Does someone put pineapples? Is putting pineapples on top of it? Pie with 2 eyes. What? With pizza? Pineapples? Yes, apparently. That's what I said. I don't know how far I went with that, but... Curry! How the fuck am I supposed to get curry out of that partially filled in circle and 2 vertical lines? I don't even know what that looks like. But I know it doesn't look like a circle with 2 vertical lines. If anything, I'd call that pizza or... Is that a soccer goal and a tiny little soccer ball in front of it? Or is that a parachute? I don't know. Okay, let's go above the stone for now. Oh boy. Yeah, some of these emojis being translated into Minecraft aren't the best translations. Actually, a goal. I'm surprised. I saw a ball in front of it. Parachute is something kind of different. I don't know. It kind of has like the shape of a parachute there. If you look at it. Kind of like that like curved top, and then you got like this stuff going down. Okay, that is a treble clef there. I don't know if that's just generally called music or something like that. But I know what that is, and they did actually a relatively decent job of translating that into Minecraft. Minecraft font. That's an eagle doing a very unrealistic pose. And it looks like it has a diaper on. Woo! That's a deep cave. Wait. Oh, it doesn't actually expose to the surface. Look at that. Because, okay, you want to know how I guessed eagle? Because, like, that's what an eagle looks like on all, like, the official government symbols. It's like doing that thing like, yes, I am strong, or something like that. So, of course, that's what that kind of looks like. Okay, that's kind of... I cannot determine what that is, because it's like a face, except it's instead of being a solid circle, it's just dots, and it's just kind of like a meh face in the middle. Oh, it goes down here. Interesting. Yeah, Tyler, you can see from the stream right here. That's what it looks like. Is that a barbershop pole VS16? Or that's like a crane picking something up VS16? That chicken just laid an egg. You got in the way of my swing, sheep. It's not my fault. It's your fault for being where I was digging. Wow, this is a large chunk of land here that I gotta remove. Wow, okay, we actually got this. How delayed is that, Tyler? Jeez, you've been pretty quick on responding, and then all of a sudden you get down to like this sort of delay. Coffee maker? How is that a coffee maker? I don't know, it's got some sort of modifier on it, so it might not be exactly what you sent on Discord there. Compression? I mean, I guess it looks like it's compressing something. But, like, there shouldn't really be, if you're watching actually in 1080p, there shouldn't be very much compression. Well, I guess, yeah, YouTube does have some compression, but it still should look pretty good, especially this, like, kind of static chat image right here. But if you're saying that's compressing, yeah, I guess that could be compressing. Yeah, I've actually been relatively pleased with the high quality at which this stream is actually being hit on YouTube. Whoa, whoa, stop turkey spamming, jeez. Oh, no, wait, no, that's not turkey, that's the Statue of Liberty. I shall move away now. I'll see you soon. Enjoy more. Wait, what? Move away? What do you mean by move away? Doing more of the statue of liability. Okay. Well, if you're not necessarily sticking around yourself, keep the stream open in the background. It helps with the statistics of average view duration, which is usually like 17 minutes because I'm monitoring the stream the whole time on one device, and then people just pop in and out and in and out, and that just takes the view duration. Hey, there are 4 people watching right now. Hello to other people who aren't Tyler. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing road building stuff in this here city. Yes, it is becoming nighttime now. And I don't want to be out when the mods, because now I'm building on the frontier where there is no lighting. And that's some scary stuff out there. Waiting for night. Now! Okay, I was a tad bit early. Because if you didn't know, the time at which in Minecraft you can sleep is 1832.5. Or thereabouts. I'm not I'm not entirely sure about the 0.5 because I've never actually seen anything more accurate than with the minutes, but like, it's effectively 0.5. If not, it's not too far off of that. But yeah, oh. That was just one person. Everyone left. I mean, even Tyler left. Dang it, Tyler! That or my monitoring device is kind of lying to me about the number of live viewers, which I wouldn't put past it, but still. Perhaps I shouldn't have gone to sleep, but that was, I guess, just too boring for people. Whatever. Hey, if you're in the VOD and still watching, though, leave a comment then on the stream saying that, hey, you actually did some watching stuff. Whew. Well, that was fun talking to Tyler for a while. That probably did hinder my ability to advance in the actual project that we're working on here. So try not to do that again. Well, I mean, if he comes back, there's no promises if he comes back when he does that. But moving away. I'm still not entirely sure what he means by moving away. Oh gosh, it's raining outside. Just one of those times when the precipitation is quite heavy. Or quite numerous, I guess. Plentiful, bountiful, I don't know. There are times when we go a while without any sort of precipitation, the air becomes real dry and all of this. And then there's other times when it just, you know, there's so much precipitation in just 1 week. And the temperatures drop or rebound from like below freezing where it's snowing to, well, it's actually quite alright, like 40 degrees Fahrenheit now. But yeah, I've been live for over an hour now. Beep, beep, beep. And I'm suddenly hot. Maybe it's these 15 watts of lights that I have around me. Maybe it's the computer making this room absurdly hot again. I think that happens occasionally. It's a source of heat in here. Maybe the wind isn't blowing too much. Actually, when we did drop below freezing for a while last week, it is last week now. Yeah, when we did drop below freezing for a while, man, the wind was blowing hard. And having the window open a little bit meant that a lot of cold air was getting in, which is weird, because like the window's open actually a decent ways right now. And it is definitely a lower temperature out there than in here, and even if the wind's blowing, it really isn't doing a whole lot to change the internal temperature. But even with my own window open a little bit, it was so cold that, like, you know, like I was having problems actually staying asleep in the after I woke up a bit in the morning, which is weird because, you know, usually you want the room cold for sleeping. But I think it was like too cold. I mean, I do sleep next to the window, and I guess I don't have the most covers on me because the heat is usually wild in here. But yeah, even under all my covers, I was still freezing cold. Which was a fun morning, you know? Just what you want every day before you go to class, just to be freezing cold. Freezing a cold. Alright. You. Also, something I've noticed with like just gold farms in general is when you try to anger them with an arrow from the full pull above, sometimes they'll die and sometimes they just won't. From my point of view at least, it is completely random whether or not they do actually die or not. But like, damn. Yeah, and I'm also just remembering that on Friday, so I actually ended the stream before the WAN show started because they were late as hell. It wasn't actually too long after I ended the stream that they ended up starting though, so, you know, relatively okay in time, but I didn't want to just, you know, do other things or whatever. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Come on. Boo boo boo. And I'm out of here. Alright, get a little while done. Actually, let's go check out the drops. Oop, that was a bit left. Currently accumulated in this farm here. One full double chest. And a couple spread out stacks for some reason. I think someone was borrowing some gold from here recently. Maybe. Not entirely sure. Or that was me. I don't know. Yeah, but that's a lot of gold. We don't have a bartering farm or anything yet. I don't know if I'm going to build it or someone else is going to build that, but yeah, I've noticed a few problems with this design actually. Mostly the magma cube issue that I mentioned in the video. Like, I put the golems in all the way around the edge, and I think my buffering, or to prevent them from being knocked backwards, has helped a bit. But it doesn't get all the magma cubes. Some of the magma cubes, I guess, spawn far enough away from the golems where they don't see them and end up jumping towards the center, where they then, for some reason, continue going to the center, despite the fact that I don't think they're technically able to see me. And then they just clog up the mob cap, clog up the entrance, and it becomes a big thing. It is definitely less with the golems, but it's still not perfect. Let's quickly do a check on all of these things. Make sure they're all still functional and haven't broken. There's a YouTube link. Starts with a dash. Wait. Oh, it's a shortened URL. Wonder what that goes to. I wouldn't recommend looking that up because, you know, could be a virus, I guess, or it could be a rickroll. Either one of those. Why is there a horse? Oh, that's not a real horse, is it? Nope, it's not. It is part of the schematic. Probably shouldn't have had entities on when we made the schematic. Oh well. Actually go look up. Tyler's actually not watching the stream right now. Whoa. Okay, it's something with the Statue of Liberty. Oh. It's titled Statue of Liability. Wow, okay, that emoji in Discord's actually much different than what's in the... That was a clamp. That thing that I said looked like a barber pole was apparently a clamp somehow. Okay, cool. Cool. Hello there, I see other people have joined the stream again. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some, mostly excavation today because we have to build some roads through some land that was not cleared, flattened, all that sort of stuff. But hey, still having some fun doing it. Ooh, let's see. Don't know what to talk about necessarily, but hey, if you're here, say hi in, chat or whatever. Boost that viewer engagement if you wouldn't mind, press the like button, whatever, do that stuff, subscribe, all that good stuff, the YouTube stuff. I don't know whether it actually matters for any of the algorithm stuff, but, I don't know, maybe if you do it, it will matter, who knows. Or maybe it just doesn't matter, maybe it's just all magic and random and just favoritism. By the YouTube algorithm towards the people who are already successful. I don't know, maybe there's actually a reason they're successful. Or maybe for some of them it's just plain dumb luck. It could be both, it could be neither. Or there could be some shady back alley deals going on. You never know, you never know. And then there's a cave nearby. Great. Gonna just reposition something here. There we go. That's a little bit easier to see that. Okay, there is Whew. Probably gonna need to repair the shovel again before I'm done with this section, but actually netherite would help. Actually, I haven't actually gone and gotten netherite yet this season. I don't think anyone's actually been mining for netherite. I mean, well, Tyler hasn't been playing at all. JD Cool, I don't think he's played enough to do anything in the nether, so I don't know, maybe it'd be worth spending a while just mining for netherite. And it's becoming night once again. Oh, well, it's actually... They can actually sleep already. After this little... Okay, there we go. Now we go to sleep. Now, sometimes it feels like it becomes night really quickly, but, I mean... I guess it just means time's flying, because it's very... Well, it's every... was it 5 or 10 minutes? I do not know which one it is. The sun goes down from when it came up. Somewhere around that. I forget what a whole day is, like 5 or 10 minutes. But mind you, you get up at 6 a.m. Let's see, you get up at 6, you can go to bed at 18:32. That is 12 hours. No, that is 12 hours. Interesting. 12 and a half and a bit. Man, you're lazy in this game. Well, I guess the night has to be some length, some time, and obviously anytime it's actually nighttime and mobs to spawn, you're going to want to be able to sleep, so I guess that makes sense. In a programmatic sense, it makes sense that you'd have to do that. Well, a game balancing sense, you got to do that. There we go. Well, keep going back with stuff. Digging it back to this point, where we're gonna have to mine out a lot of stuff with the pickaxe. It's gonna be slow because I can't be bothered to bring the beacon over here at the moment. That would be a lot of effort for very little actual usage. That I could just mine it by hand without the beacon. Stop whining, being a baby, and just move on. Move on to, well, more road stuff, so I don't know. Sooner or later, I mean, okay, it'll take a while to set the beacon up, take a while to remove the beacon. All for this kind of small patch of stone here, so I don't think it's worth it. Very justifying to myself right now why I shouldn't be bringing the beacon over here. If I had more beacons, I'd be more inclined to do it. Because then I also gotta, like, once I'm done with it, go back and place it where it currently is, which is, over that. I mean, it's out of render distance right now. Here's another thing. I could theoretically up the server's actual, like, the render distance, not the simulation distance, because there is a difference now. I could up the render distance on the server. I think the reason why I'm not doing that is because of network usages. Because if I do that, the amount of data the server's going to have to send is going to go up, which means that, I mean, when one person's online, that's fine, but more people online means it's going to struggle, not physically, you know, it's got enough processing power to deal with whatever the current simulation distance is for the number of players, but it won't have the network bandwidth to be able to actually get all those chunks out to all the players. Because, yeah. Once again, Spectrum and their shitty internet speeds are coming back to limit what I can do with my own server, and everyone's left. At least as far as YouTube tells me, everyone's left. Not actually looking at the dashboard. That would be dumb. Oh yeah, actually something I meant to talk about. Did I talk about this at the beginning? Anyhow, if I did, I'm going to talk about it again now. Is hey YouTube, I've actually finally stopped getting copy claimed for using my own song in the actual intro to the live streams, which is great because I don't know why that was. Okay, to go over what's happened. So there's a song. If you want to listen to it, you know, just rewind back to the beginning of the stream on the VOD or whatever. Very start of it, first like 3 minutes, and that's it. I made that song in school on GarageBand using, as far as I know, stock loops, apart from like one thing at the beginning, which was a loop some other student had made on that computer. But anyhow, it turns out that there's a few other songs that exist on the internet that also are made in GarageBand and use some stock loops. One of the loops I happen to use in the B section of my song happens to also be used by a few other songs on the internet who are on YouTube's Content ID system. Now, I don't think those songs should be able to be on YouTube's Content ID system, since you technically have to own all parts of your music. If you don't own certain loops used, which, say you made something in GarageBand and it was, you know, using a loop that was included in there by Apple, that would technically shouldn't be eligible for YouTube Content ID. But anyhow, besides that, yeah, because there was that one loop used, it claimed my song as theirs because they were both used prominently in a section, and YouTube was like, this must be the same thing. There was actually 2 songs that I had to deal with that for. The first one was actually a much closer match actually to a section of my song, because it actually used 2 loops in the same order as I did. Which was interesting, you know, great minds think alike, I guess, but yeah, no, that was kind of annoying. And the other one, what was the other issue? Oh yeah, the other one was a actual song which is actually older than the song that I made, which is 7 minutes long. Once I found it, and I'm pretty sure it was a song, because there was just a section where it just raw dead, had no other sound going on, just had that one GarageBand loop running for a section in the middle of the song. It's like, yeah, okay. I only ever had YouTube's Content ID go once on that one, which is fun. But it's just like, you know, these songs are nothing like. It's just that one loop, that one section in the middle of the song. The rest of them are completely different. Also, again, you don't own that loop. Apple, I believe, would be the rights holder for that piece of audio. Rights holder for audio. That's always a complex bit of information. Complex thing like, oh yeah, I hold the rights to audio. Ooh. But like, how far do you own the rights to that audio? Do you hold the rights to that specific sequence of frequencies, or that specific recording of that specific sequence of frequencies, or the idea of that specific sequence of frequencies? What do you own? It's all very complex. It makes it even messier when other people claim they also own that as a section of their own thing. And therefore, they're the same. The same. Whew. Stone does take a while, but yeah, I don't think it would have been worth it to get the beacon over here, then remove the beacon, and yeah, all that sort of stuff. I got other stuff to do, I guess. Nice bit of calm, relaxing, mining out of this area. If anyone wants to actually build anything here, they're going to have to do a lot of terraforming. What does the schematic actually do? Oh, it actually just leaves it alone as well. That's fun. So, this was designed to be like this. I mean, I know why. It's because the terrain around here varies wildly from section to section. Oh yeah, another reason why I actually didn't bomb this area out, besides the whole fact that the road conforms to the terrain a lot more, and we have sections like this where we didn't actually remove the terrain inside of a block, is because, well, that would require building a whole other set of TNT-dupers to set out this, to take out these areas. Where I built them for that section over there, they weren't facing this way. If I had extended the ones that went that way further, they would only gotten a section of this area, and also removed all the dirt there, lowering the actual height of terrain, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So in the end, it was just easier to not and say, hey, I flattened all of downtown, when I only flattened like half of it, or roughly half of it, as I have figured out earlier in this stream. So let's see. Oh, my phone's battery's running low. Let me plug that thing in. Oh. I don't know what that's from. I feel like that's from something, but I don't know what. Let's see. 1.5 hours we've been live for here. Great. Bam. Alright. Oh, I'm not done, damn it. But I just cut through a hill. That's great. Still not done. Great. Do more. Yeah. Guess I have to do more here. You know, these slopes here, or the fact when the road changes height here, it was actually like properly done to more smoothly change height. I didn't do that over in my area. I really should go back to those roads and actually properly fix them so they have slabs and stuff. And I don't know why I didn't bother doing that when I decided. I was just like, yeah, we'll do this quickly and we'll do it fast. Anyway, I guess I wasn't around when I built. I wasn't in the most comfortable. Well, how do I say that? I wasn't on my desktop when I did all that, so I was like, just do whatever. And now I'm actually waiting for the next week and a half a bit until I can be hands-on with the server to actually be able to plan out more roads. Because, you know, I want to do it on an up-to-date backup of the world. And that's like 3 gigabytes, which will take like 3-4 hours to transfer over the internet because of, hey, Spectrum's upload speeds coming up once again to screw me over. Why would it not? Because, like, if I had decent upload speeds, I would be like, oh yeah, heck, why not? 3 gigabytes. That won't take you too long to download from home. There's Tyler's spam of chat once again. Wee. Oh yeah, villager enclosure. That happened in the episode. Oh yeah, okay, fun thing. I don't know how this happened, but on the world where we made the schematic, which was the same seed as this world, in the same version that the world was generated, all the foliage is different. Literally all the foliage is in a different place. I don't know how that happened. Somehow the foliage generator seed is different between the worlds, but all the foliage is different for some reason. So, yeah, that's fun with the schematic. Oop. Alright, whoop. And there's another cave here. Someday this will hopefully all be like a filled-in city. No caves in sight. Ah, this is where the city hall is going. Yeah, I guess I'll build this right here, which will be more hillside excavations. Yay! But it must be done. Because progress is progress, and progress must happen. Why is the ground so thin here? Why is there like one layer of grass and then there's stone? That actually does not make much sense. The heck? What? Why is the stone so close to the grass? I'm kind of confused. Is this how it generated? That doesn't make any sense. There should be at least 2 grass blocks before the stone. Anyhow, now that some mind bending, I will get rid of this tree. Why hasn't this tree been chopped down yet as well? Like, we have definitely needed oak wood in the past. I don't know why that's been chopped down. No one's also built like a proper tree farm yet this season. I've obviously built the bamboo farm, which is sufficient for general purpose wood. It goes down. Holy shit, it goes down. Yeah, but yeah, I built a bamboo farm, which is perfect for general purpose wood to make like chests or whatever, because it's plentiful and easy to acquire and easy to automate. And also, you know, easy to automate is the big one though. But I haven't done everything. But that is just that. I actually have a plan to build a cherry tree farm, and I don't know, we'll build some buildings out of cherry. So I actually a while back designed an automated cherry tree farm. That is unlike the kind you'll find on YouTube where you just straight up drop TNT on top of the tree. No. This design would be perfect for anyone who doesn't use TNT duping, and therefore wants their TNT to go as far as possible, as it is definitively slower, probably, because it doesn't just blow the trees up immediately. It takes some time to process them, but it allows you to feed the tree into a blast chamber, and then use 1 TNT to destroy like 200 wood instead of like 6 or 12. Also, I remember back in season 1 when I built my when I built the blast chamber back then, which was, you know, the 1.12.2 design, kind of the first blast chamber design that was actually widely used or whatever. And I remember for some reason I told the Golden Creeper about it, or referenced it, and he was like, "Why do you have a blast chamber?" Probably didn't understand what it was, but it's like, yes, that. It was also really only suitable for a tree farm back then, as TNT didn't drop 100% of the a TNT explosion didn't drop 100% of the items back then. That was 1.14 when that change was made. But only to TNT, not to creepers. Creepers still don't drop everything. I mean, not that it really mattered, because the way this farm was designed, it used the 0 blast resistance version of a block that was being pushed by a piston to actually harvest all the blocks, or to blow the blocks up and get them anyway. But it was designed poorly enough, well, there was a lot of engineering going into it, where it could still have some loss from blocks falling on top of other blocks. Eventually people figured out, wait, why don't we just like push the blocks down and then also drop the TNT down? And it was like, whoa, man. And so now we use blast chambers that look like that instead of what I did in season 1. But hey, I built a pretty cool building. At least I think it was pretty cool, especially for the time for me around it. Ooh, I remember building that building and having to be pulled away from building it to go to a birthday party that I didn't really want to go to, and I had to go somewhere else after that, and I had to eat dinner at the birthday party, which is why I had to be pulled away. Yeah, terrible, absolutely terrible. Anyhow, haven't had to deal with anything like that in the past since COVID, at least. I guess, well, I've also had a lot more time to do stuff. Well, actually, I also remember back in Season 1, Season 2 type era, I wasn't technically allowed to be playing video games during the week. So I just didn't record during the week. I was still, like, on my computer, making progress in Minecraft, maybe recording a time-lapse, yada yada yada. During the week, and then putting out videos. I was like, how did I manage to get like 2 videos a week out in Season 1? Oh, I know. They were all trash quality and barely anything happened in them. But, you know, I got 50 videos out for the season, so that was pretty cool. I'd never come anywhere near that So what, we're on episode 12 is out now. On 13, and we're like, I don't know, maybe halfway through the season? Season 1 wasn't too terribly long of a season either. And I still managed to get 50 episodes. Probably 2 episodes a week, a lot of weeks things. I don't know, I guess my quality standards just kind of went up, and the number of episodes I could produce went down. So I don't know, we'll get like 30. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll actually be able to... I don't know. I get ambitious, and then I get like, oh, but there's nothing good to record. And if I get I guess if I don't have enough footage for a longer video, then I shouldn't worry about it. Just put a shorter one. It's fine. I just want to get that number, like, get it to like. I don't know. Get it to like. Close to 50 episodes again this season would be great. And heck, if we have enough steam to actually be building buildings, then hey, maybe we will be starting season 7 later than we've traditionally done it and make this season go for a while. Because, hey, that's bound to happen at some point, right? Like, what is the currently longest season? Oh, I forget what the actual current longest season is. It might be... Is it season 1? I don't actually... Okay, I can look it up, but... I know season 1 was one of the longer ones. It started mid-July. Mid to late July. And ended the next year, end of August. That was actually probably the latest we started a season now that I think about it. Season 2... When did season 2 start? I don't... Or season 2 end, even. I'm not entirely sure. I think season 2 was actually a shorter one at that, though. Season 3, was season 3 a slightly longer one? I do not remember. I think that one also may have, season 3 was short. Right, yeah, because that ended when we went to 1.17. Which came out in June, so we restarted in June. That was probably... Oof. Then season 4. So season 4 started in June. June goes into July. Well, okay. When did we end season 4? Actually, that one did go for quite a while, I think. We started in June, went into 1.18, didn't update to 1.19 because we were going to wait till season 5 to do that, and we kind of waited a while. We went into the summer. Actually, yeah, season 4 might be the longest season because we went into August, I think, till we started season 4. Because it was like, oh, it's getting a little bit late. Yeah, let's do this. And like, but yeah, no, I remember season 5 started? Yes. Yeah, season 5 started like the first week or so of August. Ooh, season 4 and season 1 are very similar in length. And then the current, and then season 5. Ooh, when did that end to come to the And then season 5 was about a year long, actually. Yeah. Ooh, wow. I heard that explosion from a while away. Yeah. So we ended season 5 very end of June? Or no, end of July, early August, and then we, of course, started this thing up not too long after. And, yeah, then we're still going for this one. So yeah, season 4 or season 1 are the longest seasons. Season 2 or 3 are the shortest. Season 5 is solidly mid. Maybe this season will take its place, or take the place of being the longest. That would be nice. So I do feel like I've made a fair amount of progress in this season, but there's so much more to do, right? Also been fairly consistent with video releases, apart from over Thanksgiving. Actually, I think there's one other time potentially besides Thanksgiving so far that I've missed an episode for a week. And I think I did a live stream that week anyway. And it was like, hey, yeah, I wasn't able to do the video, but hey, a live stream. So yeah. Yeah, so I think I've so far only missed 2 weeks for a video. Thanksgiving and once in October for this season. Which is currently quite remarkable because I don't think I've ever been this consistent with videos in the past. Which has kind of been a problem, and I've wanted to be more consistent, and I feel like I have been. I mean, that's on top of doing, like, schoolwork and all that sort of stuff. Playing other games and shit. Oh, okay. Yeah. We will see. We will see what happens in December. Because actually, historically, ever since... I need to go repair again. Okay. Ever since Season 3, actually, the winter... starting in, like, late December... I have been horrible. Like, even last season, to an extent, I think I got a little bit lazy and... Sound! Gosh! Last season, I think I got a bit lazy and such in the off-season, you know, in between semesters, which is kind of annoying. I was playing other games and shit, like... Ooh, my frame rate. My frame rate. Okay. Yeah, I was, like, playing other games and stuff, so, I don't know. I hope that I don't go completely soft and lazy and keep producing your regularly scheduled content over winter break. Although the reason why in Season 3 I kind of went... That was an interesting sound. Anyhow, the reason why Season 3 ended up being such a one long episode over all of December through Christmas to February. I didn't upload anything in the month of January, I don't think. The reason behind that, as far as I remember, was just because of how boring and monotonous the process of making an ocean perimeter was. There was a lot of just sand and filling in sections of the ocean. So I could then remove it to create a hole all the way down to bedrock to make a much bigger hole all the way down to bedrock. And then like mid to late January, I finally got to the point where I could actually start running the World Eater after I'd actually built everything up. Because actually building the World Eater doesn't take all that long. I guess it takes longer in the ocean, but like the prep for the hole was what was the most of it. In fact, if I remember correctly, I ended up just like, it failed several times for several reasons. I ended up just like running it during several times. Oh, I could have just hit this guy, dang it! I ended up just running it like several times during the day after it like failed. Mind you, this was pre 1.18, so we had a much smaller world to go through. And I eventually got it done. I built the same Guardian farm obviously as this season, only in a perimeter, which was much cooler. Although, you know, hoppers were right on top of bedrock. But yeah. Wow, this shovel is eating up a lot of XP right now. Hello? Okay. Yeah, and somehow ever since then I've just been terrible over the holidays, January era, just doing stuff. Oh, man. If only I was better at that stuff. Anyhow, let's see. Thinking. Oh, hey, there's someone else watching. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Got that. Let's see. What else can I think of about stuff video related from the seasons? I think I, for some reason, also was incredibly delayed over season... At some point over the winter for Season 4. I don't remember why. I just remember being extraordinarily lazy and not putting out many videos. And then last year, for Season 5, I seem to remember getting sucked into Bussin for a while and not making videos because of that. But other than that, I'm not entirely remembering a good solid reason why I was just that bad over December. I'll try not to be that bad this year. Said that last year, but I'll try this year. Again. Granted, I did do some other videos. Well, I definitely did put out videos just at a slower pace in January of last season. But I did have that computer upgrade video I put out on my second channel. That was a funnish video to make. And then I also put out that downloading more RAM short, which is still kind of funny. someone like who left a comment was actually like kind of convinced that I actually managed to successfully download more RAM. Because like the comment was just like, what? How is this possible? And then just like, she's like, wait, this is possible. How? And then by like the end of it, it's like, this is real. Like, what's going on with this? How? It was all a joke. All a joke, because I actually did physically get more RAM, which is the best way to download it. Or so I'm told. Yeah, I do plan to, I guess, in January, do a 1 year on an Intel GPU video, just like, how has things been? I wish I'd actually collected more information about this. Or every time I had a crash or something, I just like made a note or made a video on it, being like, "Hey, here," or recorded something about like, "Hey, my thing crashed again." But hey, I haven't had any issues of lately, so that's gonna be something fun to be able to bring up in that video when I do end up making. But that's still like a month away, more than a month away actually. Wait, so when did this thing arrive? Oh, it actually did arrive. This actually is about a month away now. Because I remember it did, or actually I was waiting for something else to arrive. The GPU itself, actually, I remember, arrived like first week of January, last week of December. It was a while before I ended up putting it in, I think. Because I was waiting for other computer components, because I bought everything from different locations. I bought the GPU from Newegg. I bought the power supply and RAM from Amazon. And like, the RAM specifically took a while to come in. So after like the RAM didn't come for a while, I was like, oh screw it. We'll upgrade the power supply and GPU now and just put the RAM in later. Because, I mean, the power supply was delivered on New Year's actually, I think it was. I might be mistaken there, but I think the power supply actually ended up being delivered on New Year's Day. But the RAM, which Amazon said was supposed to arrive like with the power supply, was like, oh no, sorry, it was pushed back. Sorry, it was pushed back. Because, like, it was well after the delivery window when they said it would be delivered, by the time they actually received the product at Amazon and then sent it to me. Amazon, yeah. I just, just don't order stuff from Amazon. That's the moral of the story. Just don't order anything from Amazon, and you'll probably be fine. Newegg, much better place to order stuff. And as of lately, I've apparently been ordering a lot of storage devices from Newegg because I found a really good deal on a 2 terabyte NVMe SSD a while back, and I needed to replace my laptop's SSD, and yeah, that's just that. Anyhow, more, let's see. Reminiscing more about the old seasons. Oh yeah. So yeah, we got season 2, which actually had a fair amount of videos on it as well. Let's see, season 2. I built a giant biodome system spaceship that I was planning to do a big lore thing with my base, where it's like, hey, I did talk about it towards the end, but I never like wrote it down in the book. But from my memory, what the lore was is that the biodome itself was an alien spaceship, villagers, whatever, whose homeworld had been destroyed, but they'd managed to escape with this. And there was like something that was like going through the universe, just slowly destroying stuff as it went along. And these villagers escaped it. They managed to land in Coolcraft Season 2, which was much further down the list of destruction. And then they just kind of floated there in the middle of the ocean, assuming that, because apparently they didn't see the planet on approach, the world was entirely ocean. Because I tried to build it where you couldn't see any land. On the server, that was mostly true, I think. There was maybe where I built my starter base, like, just off the render distance. But, in single player, you could definitely increase the render distance a little bit and see land. I wasn't able to find that big of an ocean to build in. But the thing was like, oh, they weren't able to see any land once they entered the atmosphere. They're like, okay, this must just be an ocean world. And so they just like sat there, and then stuff happened, and then I happened or whatever. Because that was the lore stuff, and I actually tried to like accentuate that by like putting vines on the outside of the building or on the outside of the domes towards the bottom, as if stuff started growing down. And yeah, there were no entrances and exits besides the nether to actually to the base itself. Which is technically a lie. There was an exit, actually. I did make a way to, like, if you went down into the base, I think there was, like, a piston mechanism where you could jump out. But there was no way, apart from when there was a hole in the very top of the thing, there was no way to actually get back in after you left. Was that right? Wait. Yeah, no. There's no way to get back in besides the nether, which is why there was a secret nether portal underneath the thing that I used to go back in through the nether. You go into the portal, you pop out at the proper portal, you go into the proper portal, and it pops you back out actually in the inside. And that was a pretty cool storage system as well. Planned out, or actually it wasn't really I tried to plan it. It didn't work. This season I've kind of planned item groupings. And not too much more than that. And I should hopefully here soon be building the storage system because, hey, wouldn't you know, I've already, the International Trade Tower storage is already a mess. Oh, I didn't finish removing this stuff. Okay, well, let's do that. And I'd like a much better storage system. Actually, just think about the storage systems that I built throughout the season so far. So, in Season 1, Season 1 was an adventure, but the storage system in Season 1 was interesting. So, it started out with what I've since dubbed my standard storage design, which is, actually I can go show you, because I've built it in since Season 1, I've built it in every single survival world I've played in, seriously. And I mean every single one, even ones that are not Coolcraft. But it is this arrangement of 6 chests, which was just happenstance when I got to the Mushroom Island Season 1. I just happened to have 6 chests that I placed down, and ended up labeling them from this side. Actually, I got blocks not equaling wood. I've since changed whether or not that's the case. My miscellaneous blocks, and items. The valuable stuff. Going on the other side, we had armor and tools, food, and mob drops. And I've used it ever since. That was my very first storage system. But as part of me being on that island in Season 1, I just started to build farms and stuff. Because back then, that's all I ever really did in Minecraft. I never actually got into serious late game stuff. So I started to build farms and stuff. A sugarcane farm and a melon and pumpkin farm were actually the first couple things that I did. And so I built, off of my strip mine, I built a storage system for this stuff. Which wasn't too good at first. But I managed to eventually improve it a bit. There was something else. Oh yeah. And that was that. I still had my main storage above the place. Eventually, mind you, I was still using my main storage system, or the original storage system at this time. I built more farms and added them onto this centralized storage system. I haven't done a centralized. Okay, I'll put a pin in that. I haven't pulled. Or what? I said put a pin in that. Dang it. Anyhow, so I added more farms. I added a carrot and potato farm off on the other side of my mob farm. I gave my mob farm its own storage, which you had to go behind the mine stairs once you were in the actual initial storage area. And the way I was initially decorating the storage area was kind of like a brutalist modern architecture interior kind of thing. It was kind of supposed to be modern, but it was using the smooth stone block, which was not yet technically craftable, but we did have a data pack that allowed us to craft it by putting stone slabs, which are now smooth stone slabs, basically into the crafting table, and hey, you got the full block of smooth stone. Because this was back in 1.13 at least. So what I did was I kind of outlined the room with that, and then just used stone bricks, and I didn't have silk touch at this time. But I built an AFK fish farm, because remember those AFK fish farms? I built an AFK fish farm in there and tried to AFK fish away many nights. Often my dad would have ended up turning off the computer when I tried to AFK fish overnight. But I did get a lot of stuff, and that's how I actually got my enchantments all the way back in Season 1, was doing AFK fishing, not really villagers much. I actually created a book that had a bunch of enchantments from the enchanted books from AFK fishing on it that was too expensive to actually apply to anything. That was fun. Anyhow, Storage system. Yeah, so I had that storage system for a while. And then I decided to start digging back behind it to build a proper automated storage system, which was kind of this weird thing. Actually, I'd eventually changed the style of the base to be white concrete walls with a cyan terracotta floor. And this was on a mushroom island, so I didn't have to worry about lighting. So we, on the very outside of all the buildings, or the very outside of the floor, had light gray stained glass with sea lanterns underneath it. It looked pretty cool, and since I didn't have to worry about lighting, I didn't have to worry about how far away I was from the wall, because the light didn't really matter. It was all for looks, and that was fun. But yeah, I built the storage system back there. It was a pretty simple, well, it was kind of just an off-the-cuff expand as I needed it, really, storage system, where I had 2 levels to it. The first bit, though, was just like 5 different shulker box loaders for all the mass quantity items. Like stone, grass, dirt, all that sort of stuff. Actually, I'm just remembering now that I actually also hooked up the storage system to my actual mine down below. Because one of the things that was I was the first time I've actually like properly obtained a beacon in survival, going instant mining at the bottom of the world, because that was a thing you could do back then. You can't do that now because Deep Slate is a bitch. Anyhow. I've insta-mined a lot of the underside of that island out. But yeah, when I would be doing that, I'd set up water streams under that I could just drop my items into, and they'd go right into the storage system, whether it was valuables, stone, whatever, right to the storage system, which was hella convenient. And therefore I had bulk storage. But yeah, that was actually just directly connected to my storage system. Yeah, then it was just, some standard item filters going down, back, and then I had the miscellaneous item chest and all that. Actually, I even connected my wood farm, which was, an early design for a TNT-based wood farm, directly to my main storage system. So that was fun. What else did I have? Oh yeah, my concrete converter, I think I also connected up to there. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, that was my Season 1 storage. So Season 2 was a little bit more planned out than that. I still had like the 5 or so shulker box loaders for common bulk items, which I'm going to try to do that again this season, because that's kind of gotten away from me. And I like those bulk item storage solutions. Anyhow, so I had that in Season 2. But the way my storage system was, it was just like the level directly underneath like the surface level for the biodome, because again, my Season 2 base was a giant biosphere, dome sphere, whatever. And directly underneath the surface level, I built my storage system. It was, it was a bit of space there, but and that was a very convenient place for the storage system. The nether portals were kind of like in the center. We had, on one end, we had all the things, all the bulk storage, and then just down like the sides, we had all the actual chests, and I never actually configured all of them. And then and then I had some stairs in the middle that went up to the surface. There was locations, however, where you could go off into the wings to where you'd get farm storage from there, because the primary storage was not directly linked with the... Oh, and that's a skeleton. Why is there a skeleton? Yeah, the primary storage was not linked with the farm output. So there was... One side had stuff that came up from below, because below the storage room, this was a giant sphere, I had various farms and stuff. I had primarily actually a super smelter, but I also had my blast chamber with the concrete converter and the tree farm. I don't remember if there's anything else down below. Oh, ow. I don't remember if there's anything else down below there. There may have been. But that was... Die. Give me those arrows. I, for some reason, don't have many of them on me. Anyhow, so... That was down below in my Season 2 storage system. And then I eventually, actually... The day the lockdown was first starting, when they said that we wouldn't have school on Monday because it was an administrator's day while they figured stuff out. That weekend, I built the third of my domes. I built the villager one, I guess, first. Because there was 9 in the end domes in the area. The first 2 were like the main primary one, and then the one that just housed the villagers. But the third one I built, which was relatively large, was the farming dome, where basically most of the automatic farms were. So I built melon and pumpkin farms, sugarcane farms, all this stuff. All that stuff came back to the main dome for storage. And there was also like redstone that you could use to turn everything on and off in there. That was cool. Yeah. And so that stuff was also there as well. That was my... I can go over actually what the rest of my Season 2 base was. So then opposite where the farming dome was, the dome that was opposite that from the main... across the main dome. I think it's a thunderstorm now. That dome was the... Oh, what was that? Oh, the museum dome. I built a museum there for reasons. Well, actually, the reason was because I wanted to store my valuables in this cool vault design I made, inspired by something that Mumbo had... Yep, there's lightning. Built on her... Actually, just generally built in a redstone video not that long before that. And I wanted to build that to store all my diamonds and stuff in survival, so I built a museum just for that. And for everything that wasn't that giant vault in the dome, Oh yeah. I did some fancy museums. So, like I built like a dinosaur fossil on the ceiling. I had... Oh, there's my strip mine. Yes, Jaredy, cool? Oh, okay, fun. Oh, man. Man, oh man. He is quite forgetful. Anyhow. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So otherwise in that museum I had like one wing which was dedicated to that was dedicated to kind of like various episodes where I did things like the first beacon, defeating the dragon, all that sort of stuff. That I had like various mementos, you could say. This would actually be a good investment to bring the beacon over for this section here. You know what, let's do that. So I had mementos and stuff from Season 2. From various episodes of Season 2. And then the other side kind of leaned into the lore of the base a little bit. So it was called The History of Man or something like that. Or the... I don't remember what the exhibit was actually called. But it was something dumb. Anyhow. It basically showed like various achievements from species or whatever without specifically saying they were human because they were alien or whatever. And then the final major dome was the dome that was directly opposite the villager dome across the main dome, which was just a park that I made because I needed something for the final one. I was like, you know, a park that kind of pays a little bit more of its heritage from the original biodome in Season 1 built by the Golden Creeper, which was kind of the inspiration for the Season 2 base. Damn. Alright, moving on to Season 3 for the storage system stuff. Season 3 storage system, which was basically the base, there wasn't too much else in that because I was very uninspired in Season 3. Potentially how Tyler feels now. Anyhow, the Season 3 big ol' storage system that me and Jaredy Cool, we were trying to base together. We'd actually designed this out. It was giant thing. It had a statue of me and Jaredy Cool standing in the center. It was like 64 blocks by 64 blocks, 2 levels of with tons and tons of chests of basically storing everything. I didn't even fill half the chests with anything at all. Half the storage slots didn't get filled with basically anything at all. They were all configured, I believe, but they never got like anything in them. Like, oh boy. And there were still some things we forgot, like all mob drops I think we forgot in that entire storage system, and there was a lot of useless bloat in there. Okay, so that was a fun thing, but yeah, and then I basically built up some fake terrain around it to be like, hey, this is actually sunken into the ground, which was a bit of a process. But besides that, yeah, no, it wasn't all that interesting. That's about all I can very much think of because Season 3's base wasn't that interesting. Season 4, though, moving on up. This was, of course, the perimeter base where I built myself a base inside of a perimeter for a witch farm. So my base was located directly beneath a witch farm, which I actually kind of incorporated and hid in my base. So I had a storage system which was, again, planned out. I Wait, no, this is when I forgot mob chests. We didn't forget in Season 3. I forgot them for Season 4 when I planned out the storage system. Which is crazy, because again, I didn't fill up half the things, which is why I haven't really planned storage systems out much since. Or been super flexible. But yeah, it was this... I was basically located right below a witch farm. The witch farm had its own storage, which was kind of overhead. But I built this giant building that kind of went around the witch farm in the ground. And then I just built a city around it. It wasn't very big, as there was like half a block between the edge of the main center building and the wall of the perimeter. But hey, it was like the first time I'd actually fully finished off a base and filled everything in. Still quite impressive. I haven't really... Hopefully this season, though. Hopefully this season we finish off the city. Yeah. Why did we always come back to doing city stuff? And then last season, Season 5. Oh boy. So I didn't really have a proper storage system for most of the season. I was somehow, despite all the projects and stuff I was doing, I was just basing out of my initial storage system. Like, I've already moved past that this season into an intermediate storage system, which isn't working too well, and I need to escape quickly as it's very dirty and dangerous. Like, I don't know how I survived that long in Season 5. But yeah. Also, my plans for Season 5 kind of got derailed. Oh! I know why I didn't do much in Season 5 over the winter time. Because that's the time when I was supposed to be building my industrial rail project. And I procrastinated the hell out of that, as that was long and boring. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I eventually just kicked myself and did it. But that's why I procrastinated last... Oh god. I already forgot about things. That was... Okay, so... If you don't know what the Industrial Rail Project was, it was supposed to be a completely autonomous rail system which didn't require a player that could move items from farms that were supposed to be located thousands of blocks apart to one central storage system autonomously through the overworld, and also was supposed to originally incorporate the Nether. However, after building the overworld side and it being too much frickin' work, I canceled the Nether side entirely, because it was originally supposed to connect all the farms I built this season, the Witch Farm, Slime Farm, Gold Farm, Wither Skull Farm, all to one central storage system. Didn't end up doing that, as I never actually expanded to the Nether. The portal to go to the Nether was still there, but after I connected the Iron Farm, I was like, okay, too much work. But that did have the central storage system, where it went from the Iron Farm all the way over to the central storage system. And so I built along the existing line that I had made, I built up some various farms in there that ended up contributing back to it. But anyhow, so I had a lot of extra space back at the storage system, because I was planning on potentially having to expand the number of slots. When I built a new farm, I would add it to the system, and I'd build more slots onto my farm thing. Oh yeah, to the storage. I'd add more like spaces to the storage system per farm, because it was completely autonomous as well. Where items from a farm would come in, the system would know which farm it comes from, because there was metadata in the minecart that was bringing it there, and it would send the minecart to the right place, where it would then be sorted amongst that. I only built a certain amount of modules, and I don't think I used them all. I think I had one extra in the end of the season. But I had a lot of extra space in there, because I was planning on maybe having to do a lot more stuff. But I ended up building myself a proper storage system there, which was quite small. It was like 2 episodes before the season ended as well. That was kind of shit. We still haven't done that golf thing for... Ew. Anyhow. But yeah, so... Yeah, and so... I cannot speak. As well as that... storage... As well as the autonomous farm storage, I also ended up building... What is it that I built? I also ended up building some Thomas Farms. God dang it, I'm blanking. Oh yeah. So that's I also had a super smelter in there and all that sort of stuff. It was all like it involved a ton of chunk loaders and minecarts and mechanics and all that sort of stuff that were very confusing, very expensive. I mean, I was able to build it, but it was slow, painful, and in the end didn't encompass what I all wanted it to. But That was my storage situation for Season 5. Man, that was a project. It did not have the payoff that I wanted it to. It was going to be so much bigger, so much cooler, but the reward would have been so much more. Figured especially after like building a giant piston bolt network in Season 4, I've been like, yeah, this will be easy. This is just rails and stuff. Like, I chose wisely to build it out of inexpensive materials, like cobblestone, which I could just get mass quantities of for free, basically. But yeah, no, it was a pain. I think what I ended up doing to get through it is I ended up being like, okay, because actually I built 2 sections of that system. So there was the going down the z-axis and going down the x-axis system to get from the storage system to my base, where the iron farm was, which was like 2,000 blocks away. I ended up deciding, okay, I'll build 20 chunks, because each chunk was its own module. I was like, okay, I will build 20 chunks a day, right? I will go through, build 20 chunks a day, and then I will do other stuff with my time. And doing that, I did eventually get it done. After building the first section, I procrastinated the second section for a while, but then I was like, okay, I just gotta get this done. Every day, 20 chunks, you know, take it or leave it, whatever. And I eventually got it done, but that was a very annoying thing for me to actually do and build. And mind you, in Season 4 I built the piston bolt network, which was a bit less autonomous, as it did require a player to be there loading the chunks, unlike this and it also wasn't for transportation or anything like this. I was maybe planning on doing transportation, but eh. Also, actually, I think Jared Cole was originally supposed to help me doing the rail system, but that he never did, for reasons. I don't know. Jared Cole has always wanted to like do like a fancy rail system. I'm surprised he hasn't started putting a subway into this city yet. But he's always like done transportation stuff. Like in Season 2, he built his whole thing was like rail lines. His main base was like a central station. He had rail lines that go to spawn, and they had passenger and also some freight rail. I don't think he ever used the freight rail, but they went all the way from spawn to his base, which was, you know, pretty far. It was standard rail. A player had to accompany them. And man, this stuff was complicated. And then he had this giant network that he planned out. He planned out many stops that he never built. He didn't play that much, so he planned out many lines that had many stops along them that went to various places. It was very interesting. He never did complete it. But hey, maybe we'll get a cool transportation system this season. But yeah. Actually, he's always been kind of interested in doing interconnected rail stuff. Like in Season 4, he built an interconnected rail system with Tyler's base, which was really close. In Season 5, he built a passenger like kind of transportation system which connected all of our bases. He even built like a rail system that went around his base, just kind of like a ring road. I don't know why, but in Season 3, we were really far away from everyone else who was like the opposite direction from spawn from us, and we were like 1,000, 2,000 blocks out. And that was amplified, mind you. He wanted to build a rail system to connect everyone there. He barely played on the season as what is though, so eh. Oh, so that was the only season he didn't. Season 1, there was the Spawn Ocean rail project, which was supposed to be like a rail system that goes all the way around the Spawn Ocean, and stops at several different important places along it, because there were actually many important places: the shopping district, the Golden Creepers base, the big city district, which only ever had like 1-2 buildings built by me in it. It was a thing though. Season 4, we were actually probably the most interconnected with transporters. I built a piston bolt system between all of our bases and the 1.18 area, and we didn't really use the nether much because of that, despite the fact the nether was actually faster. But I spent a long time on the system, so gosh dang it, I was gonna use it. I actually spent a surprising amount of time on the system. It was not easy for me to build all that. Surprisingly, I did it in a reasonable amount of time as well. There's a lot of resources as well. But yeah, that's a bunch of stuff from the past. Cool crap. Yeah, we'll see what transportation rail system he builds this season. He should probably put some subway stops in here around downtown. Anyway, I guess I'll talk to him about that. But yeah, that is that little section there finished. And also, I've been live for 2 hours and 18 minutes now, and I started later than usual, so I got to go now. So I'm gonna have to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you'll be notified of future streams like this one. Check out my game, which I was maybe gonna work on at first before I just got bored of coding stuff and didn't want to do it today, which is linked in the description. Also, you can check out the intro music, which is also linked in the description. And I saw the next live stream video thing.